Welcome back, Alexander.
We're glad you're here because this school year is flying by.
Seriously, it feels like we just started and now we're already talking about prom.
Speaking of which, the last day to buy prom tickets is this Friday, April 24th. Don't miss out.
On that note, let's check in with the broadcasting class for a presentation of prom do's and don'ts.
Do dance and have fun.
Do not leave and then try to come back. Oh.
And remember, please be mindful at home.
Let's get lit.
Let's go.
Don't drink and drive.
Well, you heard the rules, so follow them and don't forget to dance.
Speaking of dance, let's strike a pose with 6th period.
That was interesting.
What is this yoga position?
Could you see her face?
That was interesting.
That bike looked dysfunctional.
That's an understatement. At least I didn't drop Miss Johnson.
Next, let's take a look at the Costa Rica trip with Braden.
Sounds like an amazing experience. Let's check it out.
This week, I took the time to interview Mr. Brar and ask him a few questions on how the Costa Rica trip went.
One day we went to these hot springs, which, it sounds like it's, just on the side of the road, kind of a place where the water is a little bit warmer, but it was like a full blown out resort, kind of, with like, if you went to the top of the mountain, the pools there were almost burning you. If you went to the next level, it was like really hot, but not as hot, and it just kind of stepped down. So you could choose like whatever temperature water you wanted, and it was all water heated by volcanic stuff underground. So, I don't know, that was a really cool part.
Sounds like the geysers were a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I then asked how you could potentially go on this trip.
So the trip was open to really any student in high school from 9th grade on, which is great. I think it's a good thing to offer it to more than just like the kids in Spanish or French. Those classes may not fit all the time in everyone's schedule, but I think it would benefit anyone to take a trip overseas. Well, this is a really awesome opportunity that we have here, largely because of Mrs. Stamper and her efforts to have this relationship with Ohio University, where we offer the opportunity for our kids to work concessions at OU and slowly earn the money to go on this trip. So we wanted to make sure that this was something within reach of kids, regardless of how much money their household, makes. So yeah, if a student is looking to want to earn some cash to go, we've got the way to do it. There's a whole system where you sign up for different shifts at the Coliseum, and you're basically serving drinks and snacks to people. and slowly earning the money that it costs for the trip. The cost also for the trip changes over time. So the earlier you lock in, the cheaper your overall cost is versus if you wait till the last minute to sign up. Yeah, so there were many kids on the trip that they 100% earned the money through that concession system to be able to go on the trip.
Okay. I also interviewed Aiden Lockman, a senior who went on the trip and got his experience.
The trip was great. We really got to see pretty much every type of part of Costa Rica. Got to see the dry areas, the rainforest, the beach, and my favorite part was definitely the zip lining, and just lots of good memories on the trip altogether. Well, we got to see a active volcano when we were there, and we kayaked around it and stuff, and that was pretty cool. And then the zip lining, we did 8 different segments of it. The longest one we went on was 800 meters long. It was going through the rainforest, going like mountain to mountain, and it was pretty cool.
You might have already filled out your schedule for the upcoming year, but you can still apply to join Peer Collaboration. Peer Collaboration is a class that teaches leadership, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. All important things to know in life.
The strengths people gain as a peer collaborator would be collaboration, leadership, being a role model. They're also gaining independence and the ability to kind of see what a kid needs and help them quickly.
Not only do you get personal gain, but you also help out others. You would get to help the teachers and the students out a lot. Peer collaborators also go down to the elementary level. Teachers are under a lot of pressure with a roughly 1 to 20 teacher to student ratio. I would go insane if I had to deal with 20 little kids or even high schoolers by myself. Teachers appreciate as much help as they can get.
Sometimes I'll take some of my kids down to the library and I'll help them with missing work. But on most days I'll just walk around the room, and if they need help on problems, I'll help them with it.
Peer collaboration helps people get out of their comfort zone and gives them goals beyond themselves. It gives the kids confidence and prepares them for the real world.
I think that if you join peer collaboration, that it makes you a better person. Really, I do. I think it makes you more empathetic with students that are struggling. I think it gives you more purpose in school. I think that it really does take the pressure sometimes off of yourself. And during that period when you're in peer collaboration, your mind is wondering, how can I help others? How can I be an assistance to others? And it's not really thinking about what can I do to help myself. And you develop friendships, and there's students that you would have never met in a million years that now you see them in the hallway and they want to like fist pound you and they're talking to you. But you also get to help them in a way that's very special and unlike any other class at Alexander. And it's just, I think, a really good opportunity to develop your skills as an individual to help others.
For people to join peer collaboration, there needs to be a teacher willing to host them. Peer collaborators help out in the classroom far more than TAs do. They help students one-on-one and become a role model that kids look up to.
Teachers should host peer collaborators because anytime you can get more help in the classroom is always beneficial. More hands on deck, the better.
Well, I know that I can take my high need students with my peer collaborator. I trust, my peer collaborator, and that they're going to get the help that they need. And then I can now focus on maybe another group of students that has something that they need to do, or students that were absent. That's something that I think gets overseen a lot. You miss work, you have to make up work. my peer collaborator is here to help you and tell you everything that you missed, and I can move on with my next lesson and not have to feel like I'm having that student be behind for no other reason than they were sick. You know what I mean? So I think that if teachers took advantage of having a peer collaborator and they gave it a shot for 1 year, I think you'd find a lot more repeat teachers coming back to want another peer collaborator the following year.
Not only is it a lifesaver for the teachers, but it also helps the students grow. In addition to that, the teachers and students really enjoy hosting or being peer collaborators.
A peer collaborator is a lot of help. There are multiple kids in the class. There's always at least 20, but there's only one of me. And so especially in a class like math, where some kids struggle, if you can have 2 people who help, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I say it's pretty fun. It's great to be with the kids and help them develop. And it's great to see them grow.
My students in my class benefit by having another individual that they can go to if they need help with anything.
An informational meeting will be held on Tuesday, April 28th during academic coaching in room 529. You have to go to this meeting if you would like to join. You can email Mrs. Mallory if you have any questions or concerns about the meeting.
Up next, let's see what's cooking with Jacob.
What's up, Alexander? I'm Jacob Reed. I'm a senior here, and we're going to do a little bit of baking, all right? So, Grandma's recipe. All right. First off, we got the oven preheating to 375. So, nice preheating. All right, so we're gonna put the cake mix in this bowl right here. The whole thing. Oops. Got 3/4 cups of water into the right bowl here. Okay. Then what we're gonna need is we're going to need 1 or half a cup of olive oil, or in this case avocado oil. And then we're going to need 3 whole eggs or 4 egg whites or egg yolks. But we're just going to do 3 whole eggs. Now, as you can see here, we're just going to start mixing it until it turns into a nice cake batter. Man, I love this class, man. This broadcasting class has been like the most fun I've ever had in my life. Man, I love baking. Alright, now we get that all mixed up, we're going to put it into the little cupcake trays. Alright, the oven has preheated to 375. Just beep on camera, of course. We're going to put these bad boys on the shelves in there. Alright guys, we have the cupcakes in the oven. Now, I forgot to mention, but we cook these for about 10 minutes and we let it sit for around a minute or 2. Alright guys, I think the cupcakes are done. We have 2 tiles because we balled them like that. Alright guys, we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. Go check on those cupcakes. Almost forgot about them. It's been like a few days. What the? What happened to him, man? What the?
I'm not sure I'd eat those cupcakes.
Yeah, me either.
As we come to an end of this episode, we have a quick announcement.
The Leo Club is hosting a shoe drive. Bring your new or gently used shoes to academic coaching through next week.
Well, that's all for this episode. Stay safe, Alexander.